Welcome back, Gabbers. This is Girls Unscripted. My name is Carolyn.
My name is Kate, and we have a very special episode for you today. Carolyn and I are interviewing Hannah and Hagen from Vanderpump Villa Season 2.
It's a fantastic interview. We just had the reunion air, and we asked them all about it.
They gave us updates. They spilled the tea. So we hope you enjoy this special episode of Girls Unscripted.
Did y'all go out last night?
Yeah, so we're recovering.
They went to Sir, Carolyn.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That was my first time.
Oh my gosh, pop the cherry.
Literally.
Literally.
This really isn't a question that we had on our interview thing, and I know it's not a juicy question, but I do have to ask, did you try the goat cheese balls, and did they taste different than the ones in the castle?
We did try the goat cheese balls.
They did taste a little different because I've been to like all her restaurants in Vegas, and so they all have like a little different flair, a little different taste.
Interesting.
And so they have the base of the goat cheese, the fried, and then like the sauce is usually different.
Yeah.
All good though.
But it was really good.
That's the tea.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Girls Unscripted. And today we have the prince and princess of Vanderpump Villa, Hannah and Hagen, who we love so much. We're so happy to have you guys.
Thank you.
We actually all met each other yesterday. Hannah, I had met you before at the screening of the reunion, which that was tea. It really was tea.
It was.
It was fun
really
to
good.
watch. It's fun to watch people get like ripped into shreds. You know?
Yeah. And watching them watch getting ripped into shreds was
Yeah.
interesting too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Carolyn and I, like, during Marciano's scenes, we were just watching Marciano.
We were just staring
wanted-
at him the whole time.
Yeah, like that was the show for us of just like seeing the reactions of the people that were getting kind of torn apart.
Yeah. I always tell him, I'm like, don't ever shave your face ever again. No, don't do it.
Yeah, he probably liked all the attention on him, you know?
Yeah.
He felt like a celebrity for once in his life.
So we know you guys have just been doing like so much press. So we kind of wanted to just start by like opening it up to you because I'm sure you're like answering the same questions over and over again. Is there anything right off the bat that you're like ready to share or that you want to share or that like you haven't had a chance to talk about that you want to talk about?
Let's think.
I need to think.
Okay, yeah, no pressure. We also have other questions, but I just was like, if you're like hankering to say something.
No, I will say something you don't see is how much fun we have together. Like even when the guests aren't there, we're literally living in a castle with 20 people all around the same age. I mean, some are older, but whatever. But there's like a bunch of alcohol. It's just a good vibe. You know, you're in Italy. It's so fun and it does really feel like summer camp. And it's I feel like when I was watching it back, you see all these relationships and you're like, why are these people crying over, they've known them for 2 days, but it gets genuinely serious. Like if I met someone in there, by the end, I'd expect a ring on my finger. Like it's so serious.
So crazy. Yeah, like I think there was one day like Lexi and Tyler, like she didn't feel good. And I'm like, wait, they just met. Remember she was like crying and he's like,
Yeah.
here you are. I'm like, wait, we've only known each other for a day. Like, are we good? I thought they were married for like years.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that why people thought that, and you guys might be able to speak on this better, like people thought that Sienna and Ciati had more of a relationship outside of the house because of how connected, I guess, they were in the house.
Yeah, I know they knew each other before. They say that they didn't know each other that well. I think they were friendly and stuff. And I think they both kind of came in knowing that they were going to be there and there was a potential love interest there.
Yeah.
But also on screen, they show a lot of Sienna and Ciati's like building of the relationship more so than the other couples, where it just goes from like 1 to 100. Like I think episode 1, you hear Sienna like moaning to the camera. It was really scary.
I know. It was like, ah.
But she's taking it like a champ. I mean,
Yeah.
Good.
We went to dinner with her last night, all of us. So she seems better.
yeah.
Good. Speaking of, let's get into a little bit of a juicier take on the question. So, people in the castle, were there some that had a better edit than how they might portray themselves in real life, vice versa?
I always say this and I will own it. Everything you see, like he said, you might not see context behind it and not know what's going on, but everything is true to yourself. Like I feel like everything I say or do, that's what I'm saying and doing, you know?
And sometimes they tone it down.
Sometimes they tone it down a little.
And so I will say they do a good job
do a
at
good
showing
job.
everyone authentically. And I don't think anyone's come out and been like, oh, they edited me poorly. Like, no, you just acted like that.
Yeah.
So
I think people are just baffled by their behavior when they're like, oh my God. So they want to blame everyone else.
But it is hard to watch yourself back and be like, I did that, right? But it's humbling. It's good.
Do you like kind of forget that the cameras are even there sometimes?
Yeah. Like I'll like talk and I'm like, wait, don't say that. Don't do this, you know.
Especially when it gets to the end of the night, you're a little delusional, maybe had a
Mhm.
cocktail. That's when things.
And you're filmed like everywhere. Like there's cameras everywhere. So you're never not filmed.
I will say I never got used to because there's probably like 7 or 8 of the big camera crew that is walking around the whole time. I never really got used to those. It's still weird when you're like eating and they're zooming in on you eating. I'm like, please, like I don't want it. I don't want to see this right now. But the cameras on the walls, like you literally forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes to try, and they have like mics everywhere. Sometimes to try to get out of things, we'd like pop up, we'd like hit our mic so they couldn't hear it. I mean, we weren't even saying anything
Oh.
juicy, just stuff you don't want to be
Or
heard.
like him and I, like if you have to go to bed, you'd have to look up in the camera, lights off,
Yeah.
lights off.
Because they, in the beginning,
Yeah.
they would turn on all the lights at like, I remember the first night, we all went to bed really late, like 4:30. They turn on the lights at 7:30 a.m. We're like, babe, the guests aren't even here today. It's a day of us getting ready for them. And then eventually they finally, it was like per room. So you'd literally do like an X and you'd be like, turn them off, please.
Interesting. So you're
sweet.
not even in control of turning your own lights off.
No.
No. I mean, I will say in the beginning, it
Or if
took-
like you're talking and you're talking in the dark or anything, they turn your lights on. Like, yeah.
and you're like, actually, I
Stop
don't want to
it.
have this conversation.
Yeah, you're like, go to
Turn
bed.
them off.
Yeah, you're like, never mind.
Yeah, you're like, shut up.
Yeah, you know, we'll talk about this tomorrow.
So like when I was roommates with Bridget, it was always going on and off. Like she could not shut up.
That's what I was gonna ask. And during the reunion, you did say like how it pissed you off that she came in at 5 a.m. to talk to you, and now it kind of makes more sense because did your lights go on?
No, they actually did it. I mean, I think it was like 5:30, 6 a.m. So they were gonna go on in an hour, but she just would not be quiet. I'm like, girl, I have to like I care about my job. I'm like, I have to be like on my A game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think her and Marciano stayed out at the like downstairs bar till like 5:30. I'm like, you guys are crazy.
I will say at the reunion, I thought it was so iconic how they both put them in red and they both they look alike. And so it's funny. They're
They
like
don't look
twin a little bit.
No,
Oh,
okay,
sure.
it's the big boobs and
Yeah.
blonde hair.
No, it is. But y'all were like fighting at each other. And I will say, I think she clocked you a few times. You clocked her. Like it was a mutual battle and I loved it.
Is anybody in talks with Bridget? Like, is anybody friendly with her?
No one really talks to her.
Yeah, I saw her, when did we see? Oh, we saw her at the reunion. And I think we were mostly on good terms. Like, yeah, y'all even were
Yeah.
fine after the reunion. But she just got out so early. Like, I don't even think she
No
was
one
there.
really like, yeah.
And so, I mean, I wish her all the best of luck. And it honestly does sound like she has a chance of coming back, which would be crazy for you. No, y'all would like make out.
Yeah, no spoilers if you can't. But Hannah, I mean, you got a lot of vouching for you to come back at the reunion. Can you tell us if we'll see your face again?
I hope so. I'm
Yeah.
like fingers crossed. Yeah, I really would love to come back.
Yeah, we're definitely rooting for you to come back,
Thank you.
obviously.
Okay.
If Marciano wasn't in the picture, do you think you would have hooked up with anybody else in the castle?
Yeah, honestly, probably Sam. I would have.
Sam's hot.
He is.
Kate
I
loves
know.
Sam.
Yeah, I probably would have hooked up with Sam.
You'd have to get Hagen's permission though first.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw him.
I would like make her sign consent for me. Actually, you and Alyssa would actually go at it. Or maybe a threesome. I don't know.
Hagen, have you met Sam's mom or brother yet? He said you guys would get along so well.
I actually met his mom, and we had a little premiere thing
Mhm.
in Vegas a few weeks ago when it came out. And so I met his mom and I met his cousins. Love his family. I haven't met his brother yet, so I'm gonna meet him one day. He's in my DMs. Like it's all friendly banter, you know. He seems fun.
Hell yeah.
Love that. Not to bring up a downer topic, but Ciati. I mean, are there any new revelations that have come out since the show has ended? Is anyone talking to him? What's the sitch?
No, no one's talked to him. No one. Where are you, Ciati? SOS. No. We have no idea where he is.
I know Lexi got a DM. I think Sienna got one as well, being like, he's actually from North Carolina. Someone sent his yearbook photo, and this is like
Stop.
his real name, something like that. I don't
Like
know.
Josiah.
Mhm. I
Yeah.
saw that too.
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wish him all the best luck. I would have loved to see him at the reunion because I think Sienna had a good comeback at the reunion, like the best she could. And so I think
Yeah.
I think it was best he wasn't at the reunion. I think.
I wanted to see him. Sorry, like I want to see the drama. I want to see what accent he would.
What did you say yesterday? Like it would have been so iconic if he just like went into his interviews and were like was speaking British and like being that like villain. Didn't you say
Yeah.
that? I think that would have been cool.
You're absolutely right. And Hagen, you even said this on the show of like, I wish he just would have stuck with the British accent. It's cooler.
Yeah.
And he did have such an opportunity to be such an iconic TV character. If he would have leaned into like, yes, I'm faking it. I'm doing this on purpose. I see a lot of people online say that was almost treating the show as if it was a competition show. Like he just wanted to win. But that
Yeah.
isn't really the dynamic of what you guys are doing at
No.
all.
That's not what this show is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way he just dismisses people, like when you try to say something like, okay, oh my God, you're pissing me off even more. You just don't care.
You could definitely see that on camera. Besides him, is there anyone else that you wouldn't want to come back next season?
Wouldn't or would?
Would not.
Would not.
I don't know. I love Marciano, but I don't know if I'd want him to come back, honestly, because they fight all the time. They actually slept in the same hotel
Oh my God.
room last night, and it's always yelling and fighting. And I'm like, please, there's no cameras out.
Save it for the
Save
show
it
at
for
least.
us.
Okay, there's context. He was actually supposed to sleep in Hagen's room last night. We're friends. We're both friends with him. That's it. No, he just annoys me like a brother.
You guys are completely done.
Yes, completely done.
Let's give it up for Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah.
I'll believe it when I see it, you know.
Can you stop?
She's just clocking
She's like
you.
kicking him
I
under the
know.
table.
Hagen, I know that you like love talking about like the behind the scenes and what's going on in the house and like living together. Was there like one person that was just like a bad housemate, like messy and just like annoying to live with? Like you can still love them, but they were annoying to live with.
I feel like honestly, rooming with Hannah was annoying. She had so much stuff everywhere, her shoes and honestly, like I think most of the girls were pretty just all their stuff. It's messy and we're so busy working, and so it's you really when you get back to like our quarters,
Yeah.
staff quarters, you don't really care.
Yeah.
But I will say no one really stood out and was like a
Gross.
terrible person to room with. I mean, people were just annoying and like
You
having a
and
lot of sex.
Fiona.
But yeah, I would say the couples were annoying. Cause like I got kicked out of my originally it was me and Lexi, and then her and Tyler started hooking up every night, and I was like, you know what? I mean, you my
And
room,
There's so many couples this season.
I know.
and they all flopped. Like every single one, or any of them together. I don't think so.
Yeah, no. But you know what? That's what makes good TV.
Exactly.
We obviously have to ask about the Mormon wives. I want to know what your opinions are on them, either before the show or after. Were you guys like, did you even know who they were? Like just tell me about that dynamic.
I knew about the Taylor,
Swinging
the
scandal.
swinging scandal, but I didn't really know of Mom Talk, like the group.
I think it was a week before we went in, they announced
Mhm.
their show, like a teaser. And so I remember seeing that. And then when they were actually there with us, they showed us the trailer because the trailer dropped. And then obviously I watched the show and I loved it. I think they're all great. They're all so fun and
Yeah.
they're literally iconic.
Yeah. We also learned during the reunion that I guess Marciano is going to be on that next season.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think a lot of
You're
stuff will be answered in season 2 of Mormon Wives. That's what we think. That's what he tells us. So
yeah.
we'll see.
We try to stay away from that.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's his story. He's sticking to it.
Hagen, this was also your first time on reality TV, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Was it anything like you thought it would be?
Honestly, yeah, it was really fun. And I knew there was this, I don't know, this show is very real and there's not much stuff that they're pulling you aside and making you, it's very authentic since we are filmed 24/7. And so, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was the perfect show to go on. It was really fun. You're around all these fun people. It's really not that stressful. And it was just so fun. Like, I want to keep going back to Europe every summer. Like, please.
So you're not going to go back to your 9 to 5 job that I'm sure you miss so much.
No, right now I'm doing just a bunch of side gigs. I'm serving a little, dog walking, honestly, whatever pays the bills. But maybe one day I'll go back to my 9 to 5. But as of right now, I'm just kind of living life, seeing where I'm trying to like find a husband so he can pay my bills. Or if someone wants to pay my
Hell
rent, DM me, please.
You can always go back
DM
to the
me.
9 to 5. DM both of them together.
Yeah.
This could be a package deal.
I know.
Where would you guys want to go next summer if you could pick which country?
I really want to go to Spain.
I want
Yes.
somewhere with a beach. That would be nice.
I would love Greece. I don't know if Greece
Greece
is
would be cool.
Greece is very whites though, and Lisa's very colors and pops. I don't know if
Yeah.
Greece would match. I know they talked about England, which honestly I think would be fun, but I'm like, bring me to the beach, please. Like imagine us on the beach yelling at each other and fighting. That would be amazing.
Also,
Oh
they
my
need
God.
to bring in, this is just my personal opinion, more guy groups. Like there
That's
was
what I think.
Yeah.
there was a lot of girl groups and there wasn't really any like guy groups, right?
I was told there was supposed to be a guy group for something. That's what the whisper. Since the whole time, all the girls, hey, guys, and then a group after group, it's like girl. And at some point, I'm like, I'm done with these girls. You know, I love them, but give us
too
some
much.
These bitches.
I don't know if you're allowed to answer this, but who was your least favorite group?
I only went through 2 guest groups. So I love the Mormon wives and I loved Polly and them. I thought they were so fun. So I don't really know.
But out of the two,
I liked them both. I don't really know what to say. No one really pissed me off about it.
I'm trying to think. One of my favorite groups was Gigi, the Australian DJ
Yes.
performer, whatever, and her like gothic group. They were really fun. I'm trying to think. Every group was very different. There's no group that I like hated.
Yeah.
Even me just asking that question, it reminded me, Hannah, that you were only there for 4 episodes.
I know.
Which is really iconic that you truly are one of the main faces from this season and you weren't even there for most of the season.
I know.
Let me ask you this, because when I first met you, it was before the season aired, and you were doing press for the season, you were talking about the season, but you obviously weren't allowed to reveal that you do end up getting fired. Was it hard to keep that secret?
Sometimes like people would be like, "Oh my God, how was Italy? Like, was it the best?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it was so great," because you can't spill anything before the viewer sees. So yeah, it was definitely a little hard, but I mean, it comes with the job.
Were you shocked when Lisa made the final decision?
So you know what's funny? Before I got fired, I look at Chef Anthony and I'm like, I feel like I'm getting fired. And he goes, "No, you're fine. Marciano, yes." So Lisa calls me and like wants to talk to me in her office, and I'm waiting downstairs, and then I just see Marciano walk down. I'm like, yeah, we're getting fired. Like, we're done. Like, because I knew she was like, one more chance. So
I love when Marciano like takes off his mic pack and like throws it on the floor when he's walking out and you like grab it.
yeah, because that's disrespectful.
And you know what? I clocked that shit too. I was like, that's good character of like, it was shitty that he threw that down and then you were like, I'm not going to make somebody else pick this up. I clocked that. I'm glad that they kept that in, actually.
Yeah.
Is there anything that went down behind closed doors that we as the viewers might not know about? For example, we learned in the reunion that Andre and Bridget kind of had a thing. So like, is there anything else that like wasn't really shown that you guys are surprised didn't make the final cut?
Nothing like that crazy. I just feel like there's a lot of, with Lexi and Tyler, they were like fighting on and off. And then like
That's what I heard.
Every single couple,
She would throw his clothes out like every other day.
but I think with every couple, you only see so much. And so you see the good and the bad. And there's a lot of that.
There's a lot of bad.
I was honestly surprised. I think they talk about it eventually, that Sam and Alyssa like actually did hook up in the villa.
I walked in on it.
No,
Oh.
that was at the end.
Oh, no, they had.
Oh. Well,
Guess it was more than once.
Yeah.
This is news.
What
to
just happened?
Hagen.
Yeah.
I was a little confused by the Sam and Alyssa thing too, because we didn't really see them as a viewer like hooking up or together. And then she got upset when he kissed Layla, I think it was. Yeah. So because you triggered it.
You little instigator. I love it so much.
Good. It gave us an amazing scene. Okay, well, now that we're speaking on couples, I want to play a quick little game with you guys. So it's easy, rapid fire. I love a game. I told you I was going to give you a corny game. I just have to do it. So it's just called Ship or Shoe, working title. Basically, do you ship them or do you want to just shoo them away as a couple? Okay, so we'll just do it quick. Gabriella and Andre.
Shoo.
Okay. I figured that.
Bye.
Lexi and Tyler.
Shoo.
I know this next one. Siati and Sienna.
Shoo.
Shoo off to another country.
Bye.
Stassi and Bo.
Ship.
Damn right. Hannah and Marciano.
I ship.
You ship.
I still think they are gonna get together one day, and y'all are gonna have children. And
When you saw it,
I think I think they're in game. They're honestly perfect.
You think they're end game? Like they're gonna get back together and like stay together for a bit.
I hope. I honestly think if they can harness their demon energy and bring it together, they would be so powerful.
You guys would be an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would, but he's Yeah, no. I mean, I never say never, but I just don't.
No, you don't need to be with it. You need to find someone better.
Thank you.
Someone that actually likes you and won't cheat on you.
Yeah.
But,
See,
Thank
you're
you.
allowed to have a chaotic answer, but then also a good friend answer. So we'll
Yeah.
accept both.
Yeah.
What about Sam and Alyssa?
Shoe.
Grace and TJ?
Shoe.
Yeah, I mean, Grace and TJ were I think they were both horny and they wanted to have fun. And I think that was that. I don't think there was really any.
His reunion answers were a little concerning.
I know. TJ's a really great guy. I think he's
The
very
answer.
new to this world. And yeah, he wasn't ready for that.
He was
Yeah,
like sweating. He was
I know, they're
drenched.
like, we're gonna get you a towel.
It came from a really good place. TJ's a great guy.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
good. All right, two more. Grace and Dom.
Shoe.
And lastly, Hagen and Sam.
Shoe.
Yeah, honestly, Shu. Sam's like my brother. I would be scared, honestly.
But I love the ass slapping.
That was the hardest thing to watch. Like, actually, the fact that made it actually was really, it's so humbling to me. You know, I've gotten so much love and support from this show. And then watching my ass get physically slapped on TV and watching my parents watch that, it's like, right. It's crazy.
That's interesting because, yeah, I mean, that's one of those moments where it's like you're just trying to be like playful and have fun with your roommates. And to you, it's not a big deal. But yeah, then when it does get open to the public, I'm sure it's different. How has it been having your guys as like families watch the show? What's been the response?
My mom watched it and she's like, Hannah, do not do that. I was like, oh my God, I even forgot I said it like in my confessional, but I'm like, don't look at me.
I will say, I think it's brought me closer. I'm really close with my family, but it's definitely shown them a different side because I'm not, when I'm around them, I'm not getting my ass slapped. I'm not saying I'm not saying all these inappropriate jokes. So I think it's been good. And I mean, my mom loves trash TV. That's how I got started with all this. And they're enjoying it.
Good. Well, they think the reason that you guys are such good TV is because you are 100% yourselves. And Carolyn and I mean, this is a reality TV podcast. We've seen it all. And we know it's like there's people that have it and there's people that don't. And I'm sure it does get a little cringe sometimes. But because you guys are you, I do think you're going to have like a big, bright future if you want it on reality TV. Do you guys want to continue doing something like this?
I love it. I thrive on it.
Yes.
Yes.
I would love to make a career out of reality TV. I don't know how or what, but maybe one day.
You're figuring it out. You already do.
Hagen take Lisa's closet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, and that Hagen, they really like set you up for success, in my opinion, in that first episode where they show you dressing up like Hannah.
I did his makeup. We were so bored one day. I'll tell you about this. And I was like, can I do your makeup? And he's like, fine. So I do his makeup. Then I'm like, wait, wear my dress and I'll stuff your bra. And then I like literally dress him up like me. It's so funny.
It was so good.
I went to Stassi and Bo's in Hartford. Their daughter was there. And I think she was like traumatized. I was really
She didn't know what was going on. She's like, who is that?
Yeah.
Were you guys fans of Stassi before you met her?
Yeah, I was. Like, she's iconic. I love Stassi.
I actually watched Vanderpump Rules after I filmed the show, and so I knew who
What?
she was. Being on reality TV, like I've seen clips on TikTok, she's always going viral for something, and so I knew who she was. But it was kind of cool to get to see her maternal and chill side before I went and rewatched her like crazy side.
We love her. Hannah, I mean, it's been so nice to watch your friendship specifically throughout the time that you both were there. Was there anything, Hannah, that you told Hagen going in, having done this before, of like the advice of, hey, don't do this on camera, or if I wish I had taken this advice coming in before you started filming?
No.
I feel like you didn't give me any.
No. Like, I always say, like, but Lisa's told me this. She's like, always like be you and speak your mind. Like, don't hold back, you know? So like, I just think he does perfectly. Like he just, you know, that's why him and I get along so well.
I feel like I gave you advice, not like reality TV advice, but there'd be times where you're like crying. I'm like, babe, let's not do this in front of the cameras. Let's take a breath, go to the bathroom, recoup, and then we can
You're
chat.
fine. Yeah.
You need that. You guys also both give amazing confessional interviews too, which like those are my favorite part of the show.
tapes.
Okay, between us, do you guys like being famous?
Famous is a strong word.
You're famous. You're famous.
I love attention, you know.
Yeah.
And anytime people are talking about me, like, please give me more.
Yeah.
But it's been such a cool experience. So it's like crazy. I still get chills thinking about how I'm here and where I was a year ago and how long I've wanted something like this. So I'm definitely blessed.
Yeah. No, I couldn't be happier.
Well, we're so excited for you guys.
We have to let you go soon, but I love asking people this question that are on reality shows. But if you could go on another reality show, what show would it be?
Honestly,
That would be the next Bachelorette.
Hannah, I could see that for you. I could see
I
that for
ship
you.
that.
Like, I would
Yeah.
dominate those men.
Oh, yeah.
I would.
they would all
need
quit.
you.
They would all quit. They're like, actually, I'm done.
Yeah. America needs you.
I could be the first gay bachelor. Or honestly, I love Below Deck. And it's kind of similar vibes to this. Like Below Deck is so raw, they're working. I would go on Below Deck.
Yeah.
I could see all of those things for you guys, totally. So also Bachelor, Bachelorette, it's in the Hulu world, so I wouldn't count it out.
I know.
Yeah,
You
so I was
guys should-
Dancing with the Stars. I'm like, please.
I know. You
That's a
guys,
big one.
I want there to be like a duo show where it's like both of you are like the Bachelor and the Bachelorette and you're just dating a pool of people.
That would be great.
They're all bisexual. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things are getting real
Marciano shows
complicated. Tell us your handles and everything about the reunion, where to watch it and all the things.
So you can watch Vanderpump Villa season 2 on Hulu. It's all out now. And then my Instagram handle is Hannah Fouch, 2 H's.
you can find me on TikTok and Instagram and Hagen_Bach. I post good
He's so
I
funny.
post good memes of Chef. You know, I made a bunch of AI videos of us like hugging and kissing.
Oh, I saw them.
I
I said,
love those.
and Hagen, I told you this yesterday. You are my favorite TikTok follow. Your videos are so fucking funny.
Thank you.
I'm like, where do you come up with this? Like, what are you
Literally.
just... And then he's just such a genius at like marketing himself.
It's called mental illness up here.
Yeah.
And being online
Trauma. It's trauma.
and screen time being out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much. Again, Carolyn and I already saw the reunion. It is awesome. So we're excited for everybody else to see it.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much.
Of course.
So good to see you. Have a great rest of your day. Drink some electrolytes.
I know. We're like,
Bye.
Bye, guys.